Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Show with Natasha Molina. I'm so excited because today I'm going to be chatting with a super artist, super producer of artists like Jay Quiles, Giancarlos Canela, Nati Natasha, Nicky Jam, so many more. So let's get to it. Welcome, Maffio.
Thank you, Natasha. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure talking to you. Anti-Social Club, you already know.
Thank you. Anti-social social club, we social when we want to be. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to sit down with me. It's such a pleasure, especially because you just released a brand new album que se llama Tumba Gobierno. Say it, go ahead.
Tumba Gobierno, that's the way you say it, yeah.
Hell yeah. So I'm so excited because, of course, obviously, we got to be talking about that and some new songs that came off of that album. But first things first, for those who may not know your background, you've been in this industry for a really long time. I was wondering if you can give us like a little history lesson on Maffio, para los que no saben.
Well, my career started like in 2008. 2008 was like my first hit record. It was called Mi Alma Se Muere with Fuego, Pitbull, and Omega. And that was a huge hit worldwide. Then 2009, another hit record, Superestrella, que traiga la botella. That was huge too. And to this day, they play it. Then from there, like it just kept on happening. 3 Grammys, 20 ASCAP awards. And when we here, we still ain't no stopping.
Nothing. You're like a beast. You're a monster. Like literally, there's no stopping you at all. Since you came out, hit after hit after hit.
I try not to be a monster or a beast. I try not to. I just can't help it.
Mm-hmm. Well, oh my God, I love so many of the music that you've put out over the past few years. Like literally, that song with Fuego, one of the greatest hits, one of the greatest party hits. Like you said, it's still played today. That's incredible.
Yeah.
And now we've got this brand new album, Tumba Gobierno. First, let's talk about that name because it's a pretty strong name.
It is hey, the CIA, please, if you're listening, it does not have to do anything with politics, all right?
No disrespect, all right? Para los que están escuchando, the ones in our phone and everything.
Yeah, right? The Tumba Gobierno is a firework. It's a firework that we would make in the hood, because I'm from Dominican Republic, and I come from a very poor neighborhood. We didn't have money for fireworks, so we made our own.
That is so dope.
So Tumba Gobierno is like it comes like in a little wrapper and stuff, and you just go like that to heat it up. Once you heat it up and you feel it like very warm, that's when you throw it on, against the wall, and like the whole barrio listens to it. Boom. So that's what the Tumba Gobierno is.
So you guys literally become like engineers and scientists out here in DR.
Oh, girl, muchacha, you got it, bro. We start creating cars. We create all kinds of shit.
Bro, hold up. I haven't been in DR ever. I need to go. I'm getting a whole lesson.
You have to come, but you have to come with the right person. You have to come with you got to come with me. You got to come with me, and you'll have a great time there.
Hey, let me know. I'll be happy to go. So that's amazing. Thank you so much for telling us a little bit more about that. So next thing, I want to get into talking about your new single off of the album, which is Uchi.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the album?
I did, Maffio. I did.
Wait, hold on.
Why would you ask that?
Don't do that to me, because I'll ask you some trick questions to see if you really listen to the album.
Hold on, the trick questions. Like I did listen to the album, but trick question. Don't ask me like who like assisted producing. In Don't go too deep. Listen, you can ask me like some of my favorite songs. I'll tell you who it's with, but maybe I won't remember all the titles or whatever.
What was your favorite song?
Okay, first of all, there's a few. I really, let me put myself on the spot right here. I really love the ones with Giancarlos Canela because I've had a crush on him since I was 12 years old. I'm going to put myself on the spot. Don't tell him. I'm going to
tell him right now. I'm going to text him right now.
Oh, yeah. So those ones are my favorites. You got some old tracks on there that have been like bought from last year, like Cristina, that I absolutely love and all that. So you got some great music that we've already heard and then some new ones. Don't test me, I heard it.
No, so you're good. You're good. I'm gonna let this one slide.
I passed the test.
Yes, you did.
I passed. Okay, thank you. Now I can live on. So as I was saying, I want to get into talking about Uchi because that's an incredible song that you got with Nicky Jam and Akon. What's up over there? You've got like a few tracks of them as well. How did this track come about though?
Uchi I called Akon. I was like, yo, I got the only Afro beat on my album, and I need you on it. Like Akon, African. Come on, it makes sense. So I called him, and he was like, all right, let's do it. So he flew in from Atlanta to Miami. I went to pick him up at the airport, and while we were on the way to the studio in the car, I played him the instrumental, and he was like, that's gonna be your biggest hit record. That's gonna be it. He hasn't even recorded yet. So we got to the studio, he recorded. It came out fire. 6 months after, I called Nicky. I was like, Nicky, I would love for you to be on a record for my album. But I didn't show him that one. I didn't show him that. I showed him another record. And it was very, in Nicky's lane. Mm-hmm. And Nicky was like, yo, Maff, are you sure you want me to do it on this one? Why don't you give me something different? I was like, oh, now you're talking my language. Yeah, now you're talking my language. So I sent him Uchi and he jumped on it right away. We booked the studio 2 days after the song was recorded.
And you guys all really meshed well on that track too. Like Nicky Jam, maybe that's not like something typically that he would do, but he still like fits really well. Like I can't imagine the track without him. So that's so crazy that you say that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like you cannot imagine any of the artists participating with like not in the song.
Yeah. So you already told me what Tumba Gobierno means for you. I have to ask you, what does Uchiwala mean?
Uchiwala is like, it just means don't worry about stress. Don't worry about stress. Sometimes we get stressed out over things that we cannot control. Mm-hmm. Of situations, certain situations where you can't control, and you start stressing out because you start thinking about you create your own movie in your head, and that's the worst for anxiety. That is just the worst. So if you can't control something and you're getting stressed out, just uchiwala. Like don't really don't think about it. Like, si el novio tuyo te pegó los cuernos, Uchiwala,
like in the video.
So, that's like a state of mind. Watch when you use that system into your own life, everything is gonna start looking pretty positive for you. Because once you put that energy out in the universe is gonna return back with more positivity.
So that's pretty much exactly what I thought it was. It's like a state of mind. Como el nuevo Hakuna Matata.
There you go. That's basically
it. It is.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, Hakuna Matata, bringing in like the kid-friendly stuff, you've got your beautiful babies in the music video as well. We got Marley and Presley in there.
Yep. They are. I gotta make sure that I set that career. That when Marley, she's a superstar, or Presley, she's a supermodel. My first video, I was 5 months old in my first video. Come on.
Like what you got on me.
Exactly.
So did you know from the get-go, like what kind of idea you wanted to do for the music video?
Yeah. I was talking with Jesse Terrero. I told him what I had envisioned, and Jesse, he's like the best of the best. And we brought along Roxanne, la señora directora, which she's a director. First female director that I worked with, and it was incredible. So it was her and Jesse Terrero, and obviously I guide them through the vision and with the colors, like the crispiness of the video, and and the cleanness of what the video should be, the happy, like really happy, and we executed the idea incredibly on point.
You guys really did. It literally looks like a cinematic masterpiece. Like every little part, starting from the intro, it's como una película. Like it takes you through like a whole sequence and everything. So you guys killed it on that for sure. I love the video.
Thank you.
No, thank you for giving us, the fans, something like that to like really watch and enjoy, especially during these times. Uchi
Uchiwala.
And I'm not gonna stop saying it either because it's just like stuck in my head and everything, embedded like in my head from the intro of the video, seeing you guys, like it's just so funny. And at a time like this, like I was saying, we really need something like that to keep in our mind. You know, times are tough, so.
Yep, that's true. Uchiwala.
I love that. I'm gonna keep that in my vocabulary from now on. So thank you, Maffio.
No, no, thank you for putting it into your vocabulary.
Yeah, of course. So I wanted to know, you've got a lot more tracks on this album. What are some of your favorites, or what are some of the ones that like you have some memorable experiences creating?
Obviously Uchiwala.
Yeah, it's got your babies.
Los Tigers with Tali. That's Los Tigers with Tali. That was like one of the few records that I have my voice on it. You know, so I spit a verse. The first verse is my verse. The second verse is Tali's verse. So that one is like our street anthem. Shout out to Tali and over there and everybody at Washington Heights. You know, all my Dominicans out there. You know. Represent and that records for that, for los Tigers, lo que tienen los verdaderos tigres, ya les gustan los Tigers. Yeah.
Tigres.
¿A ti te gustan los tigres?
A veces, depende.
A ver, no, ¿cómo que depende? ¿Cómo así que
los
depende?
Los tigres dominicanos no me gustan because I know
¿Por
how
qué?
the Dominicanos
¿Por
son.
qué? ¿Pero por qué?
You know you guys have a bad rap. You guys know.
That's not true. That's not true.
Know that there's a bad rap with their name and reputation and
What's the rap? What's the bad rap?
The bad rap, que son unos tigres, you know? You guys are some players and all that.
¿Y qué? ¿Ustedes las mujeres, ustedes no son tigueras?
No todas, I'm not.
No, oh, really?
I'm chilling. Uchiwala, okay? Used it on you.
Uchiwala, you can't think about that. Just Uchiwala. Nosotros no somos tigres, Uchiwala.
Exactamente. So yeah, that is a super dope track. And like, separate from Uchiwala, separate from some other songs that you have on the album, like one thing I really noticed listening to Tumba Gobierno is that all of the songs kind of have different vibes to it. They got different sounds and everything. And that's something that you're really good at, that you're so good at producing different beats from completely different genres that sound so different from each other. But the whole album really goes well. And I was just wondering if you could talk a little bit more about that, how the songs are so different.
Yeah, I think I think an album should be when an artist is making an album, he should think, I have to make a color for every gusto. Tengo que hacer un color para cada gusto. Algo que you know, probably the people that like Los Tigers probably not gonna like Fumando Marihuana. Probably the one that likes Fumando Marihuana is probably not gonna like Espectáculo. So, you know, it's just, you got to cater to everybody. You got to make sure that you put people on a roller coaster, on a movie, like you're listening to a movie, because a movie, it brings you up, down, it suspense, cry, you know, all kinds of shit. So you have to make sure that in your sound and your music and your album, you give people that experience.
Yeah. So on your album, there's like a vibe for every kind of person.
Oh yeah.
It's funny because like a lot of other artists, they actually don't do that. Like you said, it should be like a movie. It should be like a song for every different mood you have. Like right now, I could be happy, but then
they don't take their time. They're lazy. Right now, they're lazy. All they worrying about is likes and views and YouTube. You know, that's, you know, they care about is that, like, you know, they're not taking their time to make sure to give the people some quality shit. They don't take their time. But I take my time, and that's why my albums are classics. You know, every time I put an album, I make sure it's a classic. It's like collectible.
Oh wow. Now I feel like I need to have like the whole album like on an actual old school record and everything.
On a
'Cause you're saying
vinyl.
it's a
I'm doing
collectible on a
them.
vinyl.
I'm doing them.
Really?
Yep. Yep.
Hey, I'll be waiting for
Oh,
mine.
you already know.
Hey, that's what's up. Thank you for that. Since
No,
you
you're
were
welcome.
already saying that, artists don't take their time and everything, I was wondering how long did you take to create the whole album? How long have you been working on it?
It's not just like, because I work very fast. It's not just like taking your time. It's putting a lot of thought to it. That's where it becomes tricky, because I could make a song in 30 minutes or in 1 hour. You get what I'm saying? But it's just the thought process, that how why did I set that? Why is this word on that hook? Why this rhythm? Why that snare? It's just that the well thought out process.
Yeah, I completely feel you on that. And you, like I said, I follow you guys on social media. I follow you on social media. So I like sometimes see like the IGTVs or whatever, or like stories of you like hard at work. And you just look like such a mastermind. Like it looks like it just comes to you. Like you're on the drum and you're just making a beat and it just sounds good. Whatever you do, it just sounds good. Like it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Yep, exactly. Yeah,
You're
I
a
mean, I
master
gotta
at your craft.
thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I always want to make sure that that I give people that heat and the cream of the cream. I put a lot of work to it. I love what I do, and my sole purpose is always going to be to give people transcending stuff, like transcending music, that 20 years from now you'll be like, oh, what the hell was he on that year?
Like ahead of your time too, even we'll like be listening to this music way later on, because I
Yeah.
mean your music, it's proven that it has stood the test of time,
Yep.
and
Exactly.
it
Exactly.
will keep on doing it, I'm sure of it.
Amen. Amen.
So Maffio, ya que estás hablando un poco de los nuevos artistas and everything, how they don't take their time and stuff like that, you had me thinking, who are some of your favorite artists right now at the moment then? Like who do you respect, or who
Um,
would you want to collaborate with, like from new school,
I, I,
reggaeton, or things
re-
like
I
that?
yeah, I respect Bad Bunny a lot, because like, I identify myself with him a lot, because he does what he wants to do, and I do what I want to do too. So my album is exactly that. And we've met a couple of times, but I let things happen. I don't like things when they're forced. So when the time comes, me and him probably be in the studio, and we'll come up with some fire. That'll be crazy. Me and him will come out with some fire. That'll be insane, man.
Damn. I don't know why, but like you saying that, I was just picturing like an album cover or something of like you and Bad Bunny. Like you guys would really create some fire ass stuff together.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hold on,
Oh
we gotta
yeah.
get this in the works though.
Yeah,
Can't
we
just
gotta
give me this. I'm gonna be wanting it now. So Maffio, this is an amazing album. I've loved it. I'm sure that a lot of your fans have loved it. Like you said, you got like a song for every different kind of person. So I just wanted to know if you could tell us, because you're always working, is there anything that we can expect soon?
um I'm just gonna be promoting my album, Tumba
Okay.
Gobierno, and who knows? I'll probably put out another album. Who knows? I like to
Ooh,
flow. I like to flow,
Uchi
and
Wala. Uchi Wala.
yeah,
I'm here for it.
and you already know. If Tumba Gobierno with my first album came out like that, you don't want to you don't want to know what's gonna come next.
We're not even ready for the next one then, because this one is straight fire. Well, I'm so excited to see everything else you're going to be working on. I'm going to keep on listening to Tu Pan Gobierno, as well as our fans and our viewers here. You got to put that
Post
on
your
blast.
video. Post it on your story, so I could repost and stuff.
Of course, I will definitely do that. You guys do it too, so you can get reposted by Maffio on Instagram and all that.
Of course.
It's available on all platforms. Tumba Gobierno. Aquí está Maffio with El Show with Natasha Molina. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nash.